high-intensity motivational speech by Ben Lionel Scott. It's titled, When Life Breaks You.
Such a powerful piece.
It is. And I want to be clear with you right up front, if you're listening, this is not some generic sunshine and rainbows hang in their cat poster.
Oh, far from it. It is a gritty, almost brutally realistic breakdown of human vulnerability.
Yeah.
It doesn't offer a detour around the rubble. It forces you to look directly at it.
So our mission for this deep dive is to extract Scott's core blueprint for resilience. We're going to map out exactly how to navigate the immediate chaotic aftermath of profound adversity.
Which is so needed.
Right. But more importantly, we're going to explore this really provocative argument he makes, that the very act of breaking is actually the necessary catalyst for becoming who you are meant to be.
I love that part.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because to even get to that catalyst, Scott demands that we swallow a very harsh truth right at the start.
Yeah, it's a truth that basically sets the foundation for everything else in his blueprint. He argues that it absolutely does not matter how talented you are.
Right.
It doesn't matter how much personal development work you do, the unexpected, the uncalled for, the completely unfair. It will happen. Life is just going to happen.
The reality presented here is totally unsparing. I mean, he lists the specific casualties too. He isn't talking about spilling coffee on your shirt or, hitting traffic. He's talking about being damaged emotionally and spiritually.
Yes.
He talks about a broken business, a broken heart, that screaming bank account we mentioned earlier. It's a total systemic collapse of the things we rely on for security.
And we have to look at the psychology behind why he frames it this aggressively right out of the gate.
Okay, why is that?
Well, think about what usually happens when we experience a massive, unexpected failure. Our immediate biological response is panic, obviously. But the secondary and far more insidious response is shame. We tell ourselves this really toxic story, like, if I had just been smarter, if I had worked harder, if I was a better person.
This wouldn't have happened to me.
Exactly. We think, I must be fundamentally defective.
Oh, wow. Okay, so by explicitly stating that tragedy and trials come to everybody, regardless of talent or preparation, he's intentionally neutralizing that shame.
Precisely. By starting off and stating unequivocally that these things happen to everyone, he normalizes the act of breaking.
Right.
He strips away the personal indictment. It shifts the entire cognitive paradigm from, why is this happening to me, which is a paralyzing victim mindset, to this is a universal human condition, so what is my next strategic move?
That makes perfect sense. It actually makes me think of an analogy.
Oh, I love a good analogy.
So imagine trying to build a completely earthquake-proof house. You can hire the best architects in the world. You can spend millions on state-of-the-art, flexible materials. You could do everything, quote-unquote, right. But if you build that house on a massive fault line and the earth shakes violently enough, there are going to be cracks in the foundation. Like, no house is entirely immune to the sheer chaotic force of a massive tectonic shift.
That is spot on, and human existence is the fault line.
Yeah.
Scott actually uses similar imagery when he mentions that all these breaks, mental, physical, financial, they are going to, as he says, leave a mark.
Everyone gets marked by life.
Exactly. The house is going to crack. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, the appearance of that crack isn't the end of the narrative. It's actually the beginning of a critical choice.
Which puts you right in the immediate aftermath of the break. You're standing there in the rubble of whatever just collapsed. And the imagery the speech uses for this moment is incredibly vivid. It describes this state as walking through a valley between two voices.
It's such a brilliant spatial metaphor. I mean, think about the physical characteristics of a valley. You're at a low point, your visibility is completely limited.
You can't see anything.
Right, you can't see over the next ridge to see how this all ends. And crucially, sound echoes in a valley.
Oh, that's true.
The internal dialogue you have in a moment of acute crisis is deafening. Every fear is just magnified and bouncing off the walls.
And he explicitly identifies those competing voices echoing off the walls too.
Yeah.
One voice is wisdom, the other is worry.
Yes.
One is gratitude, the other is grumbling. One is faith, and the other is blame.
Which sets up the central thesis of his entire argument. He says, it is not what you go through that determines where you end up, it's who you listen to.
Wow.
And that requires a massive cognitive pivot. Because human beings, we naturally fixate on the what?
What I lose.
Exactly. What did the doctor say? What is the exact dollar amount I owe? We completely obsess over the variables of the disaster.
Wait, so the argument here is that the